Virgo, hey there cuties, Melissa here to do your timeless love reading. This is for Virgo, any placement. I am going to speak to you like you're a Virgo sun sign likely. That's just how I relate to people, okay? And I also, I am here to cater to the sun signs of the sign that I'm doing, but I am also open to and welcome to anyone, anyone that feels called to this message here, okay? I got stuck there in my own words. I feel a little stuck right now. Maybe we're feeling a little stuck right now. We're going to get more. We haven't even gotten to the reading yet. I did get the Hermit card jumped out, but of course in pre-shuffle, but of course I'm doing a Virgo reading, so I was just like, oh, there you are. Show it up. But maybe you are in sort of an introspection, sort of feeling a little, people call it isolated. I don't. I just call it introversion. And introversion is just as important as any other phase we go through, okay? Introversion is about getting to know yourself and also being comfortable with yourself and also not needing or relying on outside sources to breathe, okay? With the exception of air itself and food and whatnot. But anyways, wow. This is a love reading, by the way, Virgo. I can't even get to that part of it. It's so weird. This is a love reading. We're going to be looking at the energy that you bring to the connection, the energy the person you have in mind brings, as well as a potential outcome and an overarching energy anywhere from single to married, and anywhere in between, just whomever you have on that sweet little Virgo brain of yours. Anything you need to know about me, Virgo, you can find in the About section of my channel, as well as on my website, which is linked in the About section of my channel as well. Let's get at your love life, babies. Rock and roll. Billy Joel. Ooh, the energy you bring to the connection is the Two of Cups. Your person's a little sketch. We'll get more. I'm not sure if I like them or not yet. They got the Five of Swords, and they got the Devil card in the inner outcome of this connection. So we might be dealing with a sort of like a karmic connection. We're gonna get more, okay? I like you. I don't want, you know, don't leave me yet, Virgo. This does feel very powerful, but it does feel almost like you feel bound to something at this time. I do think you have done some serious connecting to your higher self, and so whatever comes your way is going to be a blessing. I do feel like you might be kind of eliminating some sort of toxic energies at this time, but we'll get more, okay? The Two of Wands, I feel like you're taking action away from, again, toxic people, places, and things in order to come into a space where you're ready for. In order to get to all of our blessings, we have to walk away from all of our tests. Like, that's just it's part of life. You don't just get to walk straight and fall into your blessings. You do have to avoid some temptations that are not good for you. And it's just how it works, okay? I don't know why. God, he's a jokester. He thinks things are funny. I don't know. I do feel like you are walking away, though, and towards your dreams, your blessings, with the Nine of Pentacles here and the Knight of Cups. Again, the Knight of Cups is about being sort of a dreamer, really. I feel like feeling just loving towards things, people, places, and things, because you're stepping away from people that are making you feel less than that. If we're around a bunch of people that have us on guard, we're not gonna allow the right people to come toward us, nor do we have space for those right people. So I do feel like you are walking away from sketchy people in order to have space for those people that you kind of almost only dreamt of. People, there are people out there, believe me, that will care for you, not unconditionally. They'll require your respect, your mutual respect for them. But as long as you're demanding respect for yourself, you're going to walk into connections that are also, mutually as respectful. Interesting stuff. Okay, this is a love reading, and we're going to get to that. I do feel like we're ending a cycle here with the Four of. Usually, I mean, this is a successful completion of a phase in your life. It is the Minor Arcana version of the World card. I feel like, I've heard people say freedom before. I am feeling a very freedom energy on it. I feel like you are freeing yourself of something that seemed to have you feeling bound to it. Something that wasn't good for you, or good enough for you, I should even say. And I feel like you're choosing you. I feel like you're choosing your higher self. I feel like you're listening to your spirit. I feel like your spirit has been saying, hey, this isn't good for us. They're not treating us. We should always date somebody at face value, not at their potential level, right? So I'm sure if they heal, they'll be great, and maybe that's true. Maybe they'll come back to us once they heal, or once we heal, or whatever it is. But we cannot, we should not, I should say. We can do whatever we want, but what we should do probably is, work diligently on ourselves and be open to the idea that maybe that person isn't going to do the work they need to do. They may always stay the person that they are, and in that case, they are not satisfying us at this time. They're not good enough, not good enough. That's not a nice way of saying it. They are not for us. That's the way of saying it. They're just not treating us the way we deserve to be treated, and therefore, they are not for us at this time. But whoever is coming in, as long as we can let whoever that is go. That's what I'm getting right now. I'm not usually very scared by these cards, but I did get this kind of sketchy energy. I feel like somebody's playing games with you, but I feel like it's because they have healing to do, but I don't feel like you should be giving them the benefit of the doubt because of that. I feel like we are all responsible to do our own healing. You've done yours, I feel, and they have to do their own. Again, they may never, so we can't rely on that. We shouldn't hold on to somebody relying on how they could be if they do the healing, because they may never do it. Not everybody does. It is a very, very difficult thing to do, and if you've done it, which it looks like you have, you know that it takes extreme strength, and faith is actually the strongest thing that you need is faith when doing some sort of healing and going towards the things you're being called to in this lifetime, because oftentimes there is not a lot of results right away, and so a lot of people will turn around and go back to their old lifestyle, the old toxic way of being, because at least it was familiar to them, and there are some instant gratifications that come along with it. Of course, they're not long-lasting nor fulfilling, but they at least have something to hold on to, where when you're healing, following your spirit and connecting to your higher self, there's a lot of nothing to hold on to, because it's really calling us to only rely on ourselves truly and deeply from within. Okay, wow, there's a lot of information coming through for you, Virgo. I'm going to tell you right now, whoever I'm reading for is a very powerful, very spiritual being. I can feel it in every, I haven't felt this energy in any of the readings for quite some time. So whoever's watching, hi. I feel like I want to fangirl your ass right now. That's real. Okay. So we got the Devil card in the outcome of this connection. It does feel like if we press this issue, if we stay, if we try to make this work, it is going to turn toxic, because they have not done the healing they need to do at this time, okay? I feel like you have a lot more options than you're aware of, because I do feel like you're focused on somebody who just is not ready or willing to give you what you deserve. You deserve the greatest of all things. I can feel this energy on you, you're just, I think that's the part of it it's almost like you're a healer. You're somebody who you're here, literally put here on earth to help others ascend, because you've done all of that. So I feel like this person almost has you by that part of you, but you're also, it's mixing work and love. No? Yeah, that's what I'm getting right now, is like a mixture of work and love. This could be somebody you work with, but I feel like it's somebody that was sent to you to work on, okay? And I'm sorry, I just literally saw you dissecting them. That was weird. Or not dissecting. Oh my God, that's so gross. I'm sorry. Surgery. I saw you doing surgery on them. I feel like they were sent towards you for a purpose, but I feel like God is saying, I actually sent them towards you because your energy alone helped them heal in some way or something. And they definitely maybe even forced you into doing some healing. But the reality is, I feel like this was a job sometimes as healers, or as, spiritual, whatever you want to call us, right? Empaths, whatever. I feel like that's the energy I'm getting off of you. Psychic medium, whatever you are. Sometimes we're sent things that are just specifically to do the job, do the work, right? And sometimes we get very connected to that person because we love them, we care for them, we're meant to, right? But then realizing that it was maybe just sent for that purpose, and letting go, always releasing, always being able to release things is imperative in this job. Otherwise we'd be so heartbroken constantly. We sent a lot of different people, and we love people pretty hard, right? I'm not a Virgo. I am a healer though, and I that's what I'm getting off of you, is that you're a healer. Okay, let's get more. Oh, Jesus, baby. Yeah, I do feel like somebody has broken your heart. I don't know if it's helpful to say that I feel like it was meant to. I feel like it was not necessarily meant to break your heart. Maybe, yeah. I don't feel like anything's on accident, okay? So forcing you to do some healing from maybe some pains that you didn't even realize you had stuffed inside of you. We definitely suppress more pain than anybody's aware of. And for instance, when you just come up on a bad day and you're like, ooh, how can I get out of this bad day? Maybe I'll go to the beach, maybe I'll go to the fair or whatever, try to avoid this bad day because, or how can I make this day better? How can I make myself feel better today? When a lot of times we just needed to have a bad day. We needed to lay in bed and cry it out, feel that shit, so we could get past it once and for all instead of continuously pushing it down inside of us. And I feel like that's kind of what this connection maybe even was there for a purpose, for you to help heal them, but also for you to realize that there are things inside of you that still need healing from your past. It could be childhood. That's what I'm getting right now, which is a weird, I'm not really seeing anything that signifies childhood, but I'm getting childhood off of it. And I feel like you're going to, if you haven't already gained, you're going to see some clarity on what actually is hurting from the past, not necessarily from this connection, okay? What this purpose was of this connection was to bring up something from your past that I feel like if you haven't already seen that, I feel like it is coming out. The revelation of that will come and be like, oh, that's what that was for. What I'll encourage you to do, again, I just let the messages flow through me. I'm not your mom. I'm not any higher than you. I am literally just here to send a message, and this is the messages that come through me. It is saying that if those pains come up and you realize what was causing that pain originally, that, you know, the purpose of this whole connection coming in was for you to be able to release some pain from your past, you will be able to remember that painful memory. It will come up as a memory before you're able to release it. What I'm just going to encourage you to do is sit with it, listen, feel it. Feel whatever pain that is from your past. I'm getting childhood, like I said, for a lot of you. Some of it could be a past relationship, but I'm getting the childhood pain that you haven't released yet, and this connection was literally brought here just to help you bring that pain to the surface and release it once and for all. Again, releasing, you know, people will talk about transmuting. I don't get into all that. I don't do a lot of research on things. What I know for a fact from my own personal experience is that the only way that I was able to release pain and not have it come back to the surface at a later date was by crying it out and feeling that pain. Thinking of other things, focusing on brighter things, brighter days, that will just kind of push your sadness back down to the, you know, where you can't feel it anymore and you'll suppress it, but it will come back to the head again, okay? So feeling it is what the advice here is just when it comes back to the surface, allow it to come out, let it out, okay? It's like, whatever you're being called to is huge, but when we have pain suppressed within us, we are unpredictable in a lot of ways. So this is about letting that pain all the way out, okay? I'm going to take that. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm taking any energy on them. Could be a Pisces that you're letting go of here. I do feel like you're letting go of them. I do feel like you worked with them. I feel like they were a job, okay? That's all I can get off of it is like there was something, maybe the job was, you know, maybe they were just sent here to help you get to that painful space where you can release something from your past. But the Three of Pentacles to me really signifies work. And right now it's signifying that this was work and it's time to release it, whatever it is. It's just going to lead to toxicity. It's going to lead to a breakup. With the Six of Cups here in your outcome, I do think it is just a powerful, strong feeling. It's like you can't let go of it because it's so powerful, right? The Creator is able to make you feel that strong of a connection with anyone, but it's not always to be with that person. A lot of times, and with all of this pain here, this was specifically set here, that strength of that bond, that feeling, that ouch, that pull, that ache, that longing, was specifically set there to show you all the pain inside of you. Now, when we've done all the healing that needs to be done, there will be no longing, no ache for anything or anyone. Period, point blank. That doesn't mean we won't desire things. That doesn't mean we won't fall in love. It means that it won't be painful, okay? If love is painful, it is literally there to show us that there's pain inside of us that we need to release. And again, the way to release that is by crying, feeling it, having a bad day, allowing yourself to be down for the day. Let go of all your responsibilities for the day. You deserve to heal, period, and your healing should come first. The things that you can conquer in this lifetime, if you've done the healing, are way beyond the day of work that you need to let go of, or whatever it is, you know, the ability to give yourself that space, way beyond. If you can get the healing done, you will outshine everything and everyone, okay? very powerful stuff. I do feel like you are in a space of really doing some introspection. I feel like it's leading to doing some introspection. I feel like maybe you haven't had an easy time doing that. I feel like you do like to be around people, but I feel like it's saying that you're going to start, if you haven't already, feeling this desire to be alone and feel isolated, and people get real worried about that. But the truth is, our healing needs to be done solo. We can't rely on others to do it for us, and we really can't do it. Even my children, you know, if I'm having a day where I need to stay in bed and cry, if my children come in and need me, that healing that I was in the middle of, the crying, it stops, and I have to start over. You know what I mean? Like, so there is just this amount of space needed. And I do feel like it's bringing you, I feel like there are some things that you're having to let go of here. I feel like things that the Creator's saying, I know you think you want that. I know sometimes our ego, especially when we have that strong pull towards something, our ego tells us we need that to, almost like to breathe. The Creator's saying, I know you think you need it, but if you think you love that, once the healing is done, the things that you will attain, the things that you will acquire, will put this to shame, okay? That's what I'm getting right now. Could be a Pisces, a Virgo, a Scorpio, a Capricorn, a Gemini. Could be any sign, but those are the ones that are coming across the strongest. I am feeling just this very, it's like once you release, and start doing the healing, the crying, cry it out, cry about this person, cry about whatever actually was. See, we think we're so pulled to this person, but it's actually our old past pains that's calling us to heal it. So this is going to feel painful, crying about them, but then whatever it is that's coming to the surface for you to heal, you're going to be like, oh, that makes, you know, whatever pain that was, whatever you were holding on to that you didn't even realize was still in there, is going to make even this pain look minuscule. But once you do the crying and feeling of that, then you're going to have all these opportunities that come in. All the people, places, and things that are meant for you, you'll no longer have that, like, need to guard and protect because you're no longer wounded, okay? That's what I'm getting right now. Cooperation. If in your quest to manifest the energy of love, you realize that every person and experience has value. So I feel like that's what it's saying, is like, this person wasn't for naught. We don't need to naysay them. We don't need to hate them. We do need to step away from them if they're treating us poorly. And now if you're in a healthy connection, then this message is not for you. But if you're walking away from somebody who has been treating you less than you deserve to be treated, quite poorly is what I'm getting. Somebody who has been very secretive, playing mind games with you, something like this. But you're like, but I know what this, I know I've never felt this love, this pull, this connection with somebody before. So we should never overlook the way somebody treats us because of a connection. And I think that's what the Creator, that's part of the healing too, is just really stepping into your power and knowing, hey, I don't care how much I love you. You treat me like this, I'm walking away. And so I feel like that kind of an energy too, is just that the Creator wants to see that you'll walk away from people, places, and things that aren't treating you well, even if you love them. Like, that's how much we need to love ourselves. So I don't know. I love you so much, and I will see you guys. I mean, this feels very painful, but I will say to you that this doesn't happen to people. This kind of pain, this kind of push, this kind of healing, without some huge calling. And I was feeling this very spiritual, you're being called to great things. But again, with that pain hiding inside of you, even when you least expect it, your pain can sneak up and be very unpredictable and hurt you and other people without you even realizing it was in there. So the Creator has it all come to the surface to be healed before He gives you these huge jobs that you are being called to do, okay? I love you so much. I do feel this, just this very powerful energy. I'm excited to see where you're headed because it feels big. It feels like the world is in your hands, okay? But again, it's on the other side of healing from whatever this is that, I believe, like I said, something from your childhood that you maybe even repressed, but definitely suppressed and didn't realize that it still needed to be healed. It does, and once it is, I can't wait to hear about all your blessings. I love you so much.